Hey family, welcome back to my channel. This is Prol Osa and you've joined me on Life of Interruptions. I am sending you peace, love and joy to whatever part of the earth, whatever time zone, whatever language, whatever frame of mind. And today I need to add whatever state of health you are in, because you can hear my voice went away for some time and she's slowly making her way back. But we're going to push through this thing because after all, we can do all things, right? Okay, so today we are talking about the top 10 interruptions that happened in my life that I'm absolutely grateful for when I had these 10 children. And we're also going to be talking about the 10 interruptions, I'm not going to order them, that I'm not so grateful for and that I'm trying to adjust to. And so to have this conversation with me today, I've got the top 4. Say hello everyone.
Hello.
Okay, so I've got numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4 as you know them. So we're going to start with the stuff that mommy is not that grateful for. Sorry about that. So you see, I've lost my voice, everyone's coughing, but super strong. Okay, number 1, I have not had a good night's sleep in many years. I've either been pregnant, which means the aches and pains of pregnancy, or just had a newborn, which means I'm nursing, or there's just, you just keep your ear out for what's happening, because you want to know if a child is sniffling or needs to go to the bathroom or is having a bad dream or whatever. I've not been able to sleep properly for quite a number of years. And leading to number 2, I've not been able to wake up nice and peacefully. I've got what you call human alarm clocks, and you cannot program a human alarm clock, right? So you can program a normal alarm clock and tell it Monday to Friday, wake me up at 5:30. Excuse me. Wake me up at 5:30 from Monday to Friday, but please don't wake me up that early on a Saturday. My human alarm clocks do not know the difference between Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or a weekend. They could not be bothered. They wake up same time every day. And once they're up, everybody else has to be up. And you know how they wake you up?
Noise.
Screaming.
Playing.
Fighting or playing and laughing or singing. Especially the singing. Like number 6 just loves to wake up to a song. He's in the bathroom, he loves to have a bath to a song, but not just like he'll sing. He has to shout it for the whole, and he laughs, and it's difficult when you've not had a good night's sleep to wake up to that. Just when your sleep is hitting gear 3, you're just changing the gears, you're just about to get into that thing, and here comes the screaming. It's a bit difficult, but somewhere at the back of my mind, I think I get a glimpse of each person's personality by the kind of noise that they make in the morning. So number 6, I believe, is just Mr. Happy. Mr. Happy, he's acting plays, he's singing, he's laughing, he's dancing. Number 1 is trying to get everybody in order. Hey, you've not done this, stop that. And then numbers 2 to 4 are trying to be like, you're not the boss of me, and just not getting what they're supposed to be doing done. Number 3 laughs like daddy, and daddy can laugh up a storm. He's like, queen. Number 3 laugh. Oh my word. Yeah, so waking up to that kind of noise all around the house is a bit difficult. Then the 4th issue is privacy. I'm an extremely private person. So believe it or not, guys, mommy is an introvert. Do you know what an introvert is? Mm-hmm. You're demonstrating it, but you're not telling us. Nobody can see your demonstrations.
Well, I don't know what to say, but I know what it means.
This is what he did. He was like, I think he means keep to yourself. Can you believe I am an introvert? So as you know, I was an only child growing up. I'm a very private individual. Like I don't want you in my handbag. I don't want you in my space. And that has had to just change by virtue of profession that I found myself in, profession that my husband is in, and then having all of these children who don't even know how to spell privacy. I remember growing up and with my mom, till today actually, if my mom says, get me something from my bag, I'm such a private person and I want to reciprocate that I will not put my hand in her bag, I'll bring it to her rather. I don't want to put my hand in her bag, and I don't want anybody's hand in my bag. But you guys are all up in my business, 24/7. You're in my cupboards, in my drawers, in my everything. There's stuff I can't find, and I'm like, who's seen my blah, 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 blah. And someone will tell me, oh, and they go into some deep cupboard. I'm like, but what are you doing?
How did you know it was in there?
How did you know it was in there? What were you doing there, So yeah, you guys are busybodies basically, and you leave doors open. Like, I need doors closed. You leave the front door open, you leave my bedroom door open, you need the fridge open, you open a container, you leave it open. Oh, yeah. Anyhow, but I love you all. Then there's the issue of, this was introduced by number 3, breaking everything.
Destruction.
Oh, yo. Breaking everything. Cupboards, doors, glasses, windows, mirrors, furniture. Tearing that which could not be broken. Like books. Yo. And I mean, I had libraries. Before you guys were born, I used to invest in the thousands of rands on a monthly basis. That was my monthly indulgence. My salary came in, I was buying books, thousands rands worth of books. And you guys were just, I don't know what you just, like, I don't know if you're coloring with pages, you're fighting over the book.
All the old stuff that I used to have, as soon as people started coming, they just got destroyed.
Yeah.
So fast. Like,
So number 1,
I drove your remote control car inside the water in the bathtub.
Oh, I remember.
did somebody actually do that?
yes.
They put the remote control car in the water.
Number 2.
Yo, it was the best. Well, it doesn't matter now, but it was the best that I had because
Number
it
two,
could do
let
so many
everyone-
things.
Oh, he drove it inside the water, inside the bathtub. I just wanted to see if he could drive.
That was number 2.
That was number 2.
She let everyone.
It was number 2. I'm looking at you, number 3. You made everyone take number 1's car and drive it in the water.
She let everyone and everybody, let's see what it can do.
But you know, the funny thing is that people just have a sense of carefulness with their own property.
But you don't think about it when it comes to
When
others.
it's somebody else's, they just tend to curiosity. So you satisfy your curiosity or somebody else's. Oh,
No, because you could do something and say, wait, so maybe it's also waterproof. Driving.
Okay, I thought I was the only one suffering from this thing. Everything is broken. Everything, you know, we used to like renovate annually. We'd have to fix stuff annually. Now I'm just like, you know what? No, guys, I'm not interested. Let stuff stay broke. Let it stay destroyed, because what's the point fixing it? Then when you guys are now mature, there's another child coming behind you who, number 10 now, just beginning to crawl, is now beginning to break stuff. So it's like, there's no point. I'm going to wait till all of you reach a certain stage,
And then you can put all your nice glass vases here and there. Your picture frames. Frisbees flying around in the bowl.
Yeah.
Broke a glass just on set.
You see. So yeah. I basically, guys, I don't invite you to my house because I don't even have glasses to serve you with anymore. It's like moving swiftly on. Okay. Then, and everything is usually lost. That's the other thing. Like, you can't find anything. Number 6. This leads from the other point, is being late to everywhere we need to go. If you need to be somewhere, you need to start preparing how many hours in advance?
3 hours.
3
prior.
hours in advance to be anywhere. And still we'll get to the car and someone doesn't have shoes. Still we'll get to the car and
They've messed their hair.
something's been messed up, or clothes are inside out, and you know what, I'm not even gonna fake the funk and act like I'm some super mom and I get involved in every single individual's dressing. No, I can't. I have just imbibed the spirit of independence in my children, right? And that independence often shows. So you'll see someone try to brush their teeth by themselves and they did it when they were already dressed, and so there's a toothpaste stain. Or someone's got mismatched socks. Have we ever had mismatched shoes yet?
No. Well,
Yes.
Well, there's only been one.
it's never been
number
that.
Was it number 5?
He did what? He had 2 different
And then
shoes
you
on.
left the shoes on the garage when you drove over there by mistake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that for me is a mystery. Like, how do you come out the car wearing one shoe and leaving one? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, we're always in the house with one foot, and the car always has the other foot. It's just, yeah. Anyhow, okay, so it takes us forever to get ready. So we barely, do a lot of social going. It's just to go to the shop, which requires no dressing up, or I can hear number 10 crying. It requires no dressing up or whatever major. We still will need 2 hours to run to the shop and buy like a basket full of groceries. That leads me to the next one. We get to the shop or wherever we are, and everyone wants to touch. Everyone wants to look. People are pointing. It's like, are they really yours?
Are they really your children? All these, they look the same. Are they your children? Yes. No. All of them. Your brothers and sister. No. But they look the same.
That's the funniest part. Like, so they look the same,
But they're not brothers and sisters.
but you can't agree that they're brother and sister. And everyone always says how they feel so sorry for number 2. Oh, the only girl. Oh, and then the boys are at pains to explain to these people, no, please don't feel sorry for her. Feel sorry for us, because she gets all the spoiling and she fights us and puts us in our place. She's not like a delicate princess, but can she be really in the midst of all of you guys? Nah, it's a tough one. Okay. And then here's my issue. Nobody ever knows who did what. Nobody ever knows who did what.
So we all get punished for this.
Not exactly.
Sorry guys, I'm busy. Okay. Nobody ever knows who was guilty of doing what. Things are broken, things are lost, things are taken. Who did it? It was me. So I'm just curious to see how you guys handle the situation in your own homes. Sometimes I just leave you to Jesus. Okay, here is my biggest issue, guys.
Oh.
Constant tidying up, washing up,
Tell me about it.
cleaning up. Constant. Like, you do laundry, and instead of it being put in the cupboard, all the clean clothes are thrown right back into the pile of dirty clothes.
Number 5.
Another cycle all over again.
You do dishes. The other day, number 4 was doing his dishes. He had been at that sink for I don't know how long. When I came in, he almost looked like he wanted to cry. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, I had finished. And now they bring in more plates. It's a cycle. It never ends.
And you've supposedly cleared the lounge or the dining room of all the dishes after dinner, but in another room there's a spoon.
Guys, most of the cutlery is not in the kitchen.
Most of them are behind the server.
You've got cutlery behind the bookshelf. You've got cutlery in bedrooms. You've got cutlery in bathrooms. It's never ending.
And the toy box.
The couches.
We don't do domestic help anymore, or nannies, or whatever it is you want to call them. And I'm gonna do a show of everything I've been through. The comedy from nanny to nanny to nanny. The stories they've told, the things we've found, the things they've stolen, finding nannies taking selfies, posting on social media in my entire wardrobe, or their children dressed up in clothes that they stole from mine. We'll get there. So
What?
Yeah. I've just never shared this with you guys. So I don't do nannies anymore, but it's given us a really brilliant opportunity to gain life skills and go back to home economics and train the children. And I think when they had nannies, I don't think they appreciated the extent. Can we be honest, guys? Let's actually tell the truth. Did you appreciate the extent of the work that
they did?
You wouldn't really care until we had to get and do it.
Exactly. So you have to get and do it yourself. And for me, I'm trying to raise the kind of children who are polite to the janitor, to the security guard, to the bus driver, all the way to the CEO, the president, to treat them the exact same way. And I think that
And flexible and lots of skills.
yes, and are well skilled, are well disciplined, and very independent. So today I think that you can clean house, you can cook, you can iron, you can wash. Yeah, you're pretty much ready for varsity. But it wasn't an easy road getting there, And now you have that irritation. I've just cleaned this place, and then your baby brother comes and puts something on. But you used to be that baby brother. You used to be that person, and someone will just quietly sweep after you, quietly tidy up after you. Now you see why I always used to scold you when someone would have just done the work, and then you guys will make it untidy. Did you ever think, why is she not on our side? Why is she shouting on us because of someone else? Is it not supposed to be her job? Did you ever feel that way?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
So I never wanted to have the children spoiled or to disrespect anyone who worked with us, and my husband always says nobody works for you, they all work with you. I never wanted them taking for granted someone who worked with us, or just laying around. The spoiled children you see just drop something. They learn from a very early age. Take your own plate to the sink, do what you can independently. and make less work for the next person.
Treat everyone with dignity.
Treat everyone with
When
dignity.
the person is sweeping, don't just lift your feet up.
Exactly.
You take the broom.
Offer to help.
Offer to help, exactly. Okay. So, but without someone who's constantly on that particular job, the place just gets so untidy. So we'll tidy up in the morning, or they will do their chores and tidy up in the morning, then they come to school. And after school they come out and the younger ones have been out.
It's distraction.
It
Looks like an earthquake just happened.
Now guys, when your dad first met me and he saw my apartment at the time, he was like, shoot, he says it looked like it was in a magazine, like an interior decorating magazine. And the lady who used to work for me at the time, I told her, this is how you do your job. When you finish cleaning, step back and look at it through the lens of an imaginary camera. If we cannot take a picture of your finished work and put it in a design magazine, you've not done your job. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So it had to look that perfect. I had the silk cushions, the what, everything was just in place and perfect all the time. And then now, it's really tough for me to see it not in place and perfect all the time. But I've just I've chosen to fight the battles that I can fight. Otherwise, I'd go crazy. And we will be cleaning 24/7. And then how much life is there lived? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not easy, but it is what it is. Okay. And then finally I found, and this one is a bit more serious, that I've had to work a bit harder for any kind of self-development that I wanted. Any way that I wanted to develop myself, whether it meant getting my devotions in during the day, to read my Bible, find time to pray, do another course, go back to school, start a business, write a book. I've written 3 books now, but it was like I had to just push through and just be like, no, I'm gonna have to, because of course you guys will demand attention,
most of your time,
and my time and help, etc.
At the end of the day, you didn't really do what you wanted to.
I didn't accomplish
what you set out to do.
Yeah, what I set out to do.
You're tired now.
Plus I'm tired. But I then had to also learn not to be so concerned with that. I ended up, because I was such a go-getter and a busy person, bearing children slowed me down considerably. It slowed me down so much that I felt like, is this what I've become? Like I feel useless. Like I'm not doing and accomplishing and achieving all the big things that I said I would by this stage, or that I used to be able to do. And I realized, no, but what I've done is I've deferred. Does anybody know the meaning of the word deferred? I've postponed, moved it to the future, through training you guys to do even more than I would have ever been able to do. Mm-hmm. Think about it this way. If I'm one person, 10 fingers, 10 toes, 2 hands, 2 feet. There's just so many places I could have gone, so many things I could have done, right? Mm-hmm. If I had to pause for now and not be able to accomplish those things, but train you guys up instead, imagine in the future there's 10 of you going into places I could never have reached. It's a 10-fold return. So it was an investment.
Yeah.
Sorry, number 4. Do you remember what Mommy taught you about S is equal to I?
Saving is equal to investment.
Saving is equal to investment, okay? So what you save today becomes an investment tomorrow. And it might have been like you saved 1 seed today, but when you plant that seed, what do you get tomorrow?
Many, many fruits, and inside those fruits, many, many seeds.
You see, which means so I actually have lost nothing in the grand scheme of things. There was some stuff I had to force my way through to do, like this has to be done. Whether it's this YouTube channel or the books I wrote or the places I had to go speak or songs I just had to do. Sometimes I'd just be like, you know what, we're gonna get this done. So I had to choose where I could sacrifice the times that you needed me, where even that sacrifice was in itself an investment that was also for your future. And some things where I was like, no, this you can give up. There'll be time to do it tomorrow. When they're all off to varsity or married or whatever, you'll still have time to do this. You can do this again. Okay? Okay, so that was my list of things that were difficult to get with. Anything anyone wants to add?
You did like saying. I think that was pretty much it. I'm just trying to think of.
What number was it that was speaking about cleaning up?
That was number 9.
Yeah, so number 9, when you're done washing dishes and you forgot about the pots, then the young ones come with the loyal of huge loyal pot, and they put it down and go out, put their spoons inside, and get out to cook the rest of.
Oh, no. And also this, you're cleaning everything. Oh, no, someone before you. The person who was doing this specific chore before you, at night they're finishing the kitchen, but they may have left the pots because it's a bit hard. So the pot it's like soaking, but they've hidden a few stuff inside, small plates and spoons, covered it and left it like it's just the pot, so it's fine. Tomorrow you come, lots of dishes inside. Now I have to start again.
Number 4 actually used to look for very strategic places to actually hide all plates.
All the dishes.
He would put them on top of the fridge, he would put them by the geyser, he would put them in the actual cupboard with clean plates. Oh, Fada, things we've seen. Okay.
Also, when you finish, and then the babies come, they just throw their plates. Then when you tell them, no, I'm already done, so you should ask the leader of the pot to wash it for you. And they say, no, but you're the leader of the kitchen. But then in the middle of the day, they come and act as if they own the kitchen, and only in the night when they don't do this stuff is when they give you.
Very strategic.
Because I know that something smells good inside. Let me just help you dry the dishes. And they're done. Thank you. Okay, let's go now. But they were expecting something.
Who doesn't expect something? Yeah?
All the time, number 6 is after you're done eating, and it's a very nice dish. Number 6 always comes and says, if it satisfies you, can I have more please?
If it satisfies.
So that's supposed to be like biblical talk. Like if I have found favor in your sight, can I please have some more?
Can I be more? Can I please have some water? Can somebody open the door?
Nobody went there to you.
Nobody. Oh yeah, that was number 7. Number 7 didn't know how to say nobody wanted. So he says nobody wanted it to give me.
And he never even asked at first.
And then he never asked. He just says nobody wanted it to give me.
Nobody wanted it to give me water.
All right, so let's move to the 10 things that we could go on actually about these 10 because I think we need to do another show where we just talk about the funny things. But I want to move to the 10 things that I'm absolutely grateful for having the 10 of you interact now. I remember I used to say when you were only 9, I used to say, I asked the Lord to put in me the 9 fruits of the Spirit, and then he gave me 9 of you. Like, first there was love, then there was gentleness, goodness, and kindness. At some point somebody needed humility and long suffering and patience. So I don't know, I think I have like the 10 fruits of the Spirit now. Okay, so the first thing I think is being an only child. While I enjoyed my alone time, it was lonely sometimes, and I think having the 10 of you has made up for that loneliness. Like there's never a dull moment. I need no entertainment. I don't need to watch TV. I'm constantly entertained. So you made up for a relatively lonely childhood.
Yesterday when we were watching all the videos, I was laughing so badly I needed to go to the bathroom. We were all watching the videos.
So many things.
The films that you guys make.
So many funny things that happen.
Where was that?
Number 2, there's no parent I know of that has any favorite children. Like you love each of them equally. But when you fall in love with your first child, you just say to yourself, that took all of my heart. I don't think I could love another human being the same. Then the second one comes and you love them just the same. Then the third one comes and you love them just the same. And you realize just how much love you actually have inside of you. And so I think that's the second thing I'm grateful for, is that you guys just brought out so much love from me, who used to be an only child and a spoiled one at that. Which leads me to number 3. It taught me selflessness. Because growing up as an only child, you automatically, whether you want to or not, become extremely selfish. And having the kind of husband that I have, it's also easy to be selfish because he's just like, this is for mommy, this is about mommy first, mommy. But I think with you guys, it pulls me out of that selfish mode into realizing there's 10 other individuals that you need to care for, that you're responsible for, and so that's helped me in that way. Number 4, never a dull moment. I think I've said that already. Number 5, I'm more purpose driven and more destiny focused. You know, people will tell you that when I had a child, I just became more concerned about the example I was living out for my child and the legacy I was leaving for my child. Now I have that drive times 10. Like there's 10 people that I just need to teach better. 10 people I want to do better than I did. So I'm just so much more focused. There's moments I don't waste my life anymore because I've got an audience of 10. And I want to lay a good foundation for you guys. Number 6, it's made me more dependent on God. You know, at some point I was extremely independent. When I was little, I always used to say, don't help me, I help myself. Don't help me, I help myself. And Gogo will tell you a story of one time she was trying to hold my hand, and I was like, don't help me, I help myself. And I fell into a ditch. And it was a dirty, dirty, murky ditch full of algae and green, mucky stuff. And she had walked ahead, she was gone. Only to look back, because she doesn't see me, and here's this, she can't find me. So she goes back, and I had fallen into the gutter, playing, and I literally used to walk like that. Little Miss Independent. Here I was in this ditch. She says people came out to help, and she just wasn't feeling like, oh, my baby, oh, she was irritated, and she demonstrated it. She was just like, you know what? Wait, don't put her on my car seat. She went and got newspapers, put the seat. She says, I lifted you like this. I was so disgusted, so upset, so angry, because why do you always act so independent? I have myself. And she just put me on the chair like that. So I grew up literally like, I want to do it by myself. And even now, like when you guys clean the house, I have to control myself not to get involved. Oh, it's tough because I can see
there's some stuff that you just did wrong. No, you're supposed to do it like this.
You know, I really want to get involved and keep, but if I keep getting involved, you guys won't learn the skill
and get experience,
and you won't get the experience, and you won't be independent. So I have to just back off on purpose. So I've now had to depend on God, because the weight of the responsibility, the fact that these are 10 lives, like these are 10 lives, these are 9 fathers, this is one mother, these are 9 nations, this is one nation builder. It's like it dawns on you, I could go wrong and release rubbish into society, you know. And there's people who didn't go wrong, who did the best they could, but they were up against so much warfare, and there still is problems, you know, in their families. And so you find like, man, I can't do this on my own. I've got to pray. I've got to ask him every second, you know, what's this child's destiny? Am I doing right? What should I do? I see a problem here, Lord, help me. It's made me more dependent on him. It's made me very humble in that regard. Because when you are independent like that, when you feel like, oh, I can do it myself, guess what you become?
Selfish?
No. Arrogant.
Oh yes,
I got this, I can do this, right. I don't need you, I'm fine. Now I'm just like, no. Children don't come with a manual. You don't come with the instructions. If you came with instructions, I can say, no, that's okay. I'll just read the book, I know what to do. There's only one book that can help me with you guys. You know, it's the oldest book and the most widely read book of all wisdom. And I need to find how to apply it for each child, because the Bible says raise up a child in the way that he should go. That means your way is not the same as your way, is not the same as your way. It keeps you on your toes all the time. Here is something else. I don't want to miss out on any moment. Does that make sense, guys?
Because time passes by
way
too quickly.
You know, you look at a picture and, oh, here was number 1 with chubby chicks, and now what? His voice just grew deep on me. Like, when did that happen? Oh, he's now in what grade are you in?
11.
Grade 11. Like, he's 2 minutes to varsity. Guys, you know, I need to grab the time. Just now, number 10 was like this cute little, we still had that picture of his first day in a hospital. And now he's talking back at me. And he pushes your hand away and pulls his hand away and he shakes his head and says, no. Shh. You know? It's like things happen so fast and you don't want to miss a moment. You don't want to miss. I remember when I used to work and I'd come home and find out that somebody took their first step. Somebody said their first word. That was sad. Now I've got the opportunity to be part of the first word, the first step, the first crawl, the first deciphering what people are saying, what they mean, and you enjoy that moment. But in the same breath, I look forward to the future so much. Like, I look at all of you and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I can't wait till, I don't want to say I can't wait because I can wait. Like, I don't want to wish the moment away so quickly, but I look forward to when this one's a mom, when this one's a dad, when this one's in that profession that it's been prophesied that they would do, when they're fulfilling destiny, when they're changing nations, you look forward to that. Some of the conversations we have, some of the lessons that I teach you, I'm just like, the day that the penny drops, I won't be there. But the day they hear my voice at the back of their head saying, is this what mommy meant? Is this what she was preparing us for? Or when you come across something and you have that confidence to face the challenge because you're like, oh, I can do this. My mom taught me this. I look forward to those moments for you. And number 9, I think it is, second to last, I have so much more gratitude. Really, really grateful. Things I took for granted.
Because when everything happens just the way you planned, you take for granted the good times, the good things you get. But when something goes wrong, something doesn't go as planned, then you
Suddenly remember.
You're more grateful
when they do.
When something does happen, when something nice happens.
Yeah. And I think they're all combined. You realize it was never in your hands. You're humbled. You're grateful. And you live the moment, so to speak. I think above all, to sum it up, which is probably has been said in bits and pieces in this conversation, is I am in awe of the opportunity granted me to steward and shepherd these 10 amazing lives. Like, there is nothing I have ever done that makes me deserving of such a privilege. And I know there are many who seek the privilege for just one and don't have it. To know that God will look at me and just be like, you're not really up to scratch. You're not deserving of it. It's nothing you are or have done, but I'll hold your hand through this and I'm going to give you. Here. Yeah, that's why I'm here. It's just, the story of the three stewards. One got the 2 talents, one got 5, and one got 1.
Yeah.
And then they all did whatever it was they did. And the one with 5 then ended up with 10 and was told, okay, well done, good and faithful servant. Here now have a whole, you now are governor over a whole city. The seed he started with, the capital he was given in the first place was not his. It's not like it was capital he had. Someone gave him the capital of 5 seeds and then said, go and make this happen. I feel that way. Like, there's nothing I have or initiated that could have brought me to this place of opportunity. But I've been given the opportunity and the privilege. And I think, to be honest with you, after my salvation, after the love of my life, being born to the mother that I was born to, I think you guys are the next best thing that could have ever happened to me. Besides the sleepless nights and the noise and the destruction and the untidiness. All of those are minor things that won't last. But the things I'm grateful for are things that last and last forever. So guys, we've come to the end of this session. I want to thank you again for tuning in, for staying tuned, and for listening to our hearts in this conversation. And I want to encourage you to just go into whatever it is you've been given, whether it's a family, whether it's a marriage, whether it's a business, a ministry, a community, whatever it is that's been put in your care. And I want you to today begin to count your blessings and name them one by one, to list out the things that you're grateful for, and remember to say thank you. Remember, it was the leper that came back to say thank you, that was moved from a place of just being healed to being whole. And my children have contributed to a great deal of wholeness in many places in which I was completely broken by circumstances, by life, by society, by foundational and generational issues. You guys have made me whole again. And I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you guys. Bless you. Love you much. Love you plenty. Bye.